Okay, but one day Demi Moore sees a bird. She's working in the garden and she sees a red bird, and the red bird leads her on a merry chase through the forest to where she spies with her naked eye an even nakeder Gary Oldman swimming in a stream with no clothes on, totally nude balls.
Yeah.
In the scene that
Do you want to see Gary Oldman's stuff obscured by water? Then watch this movie.
And then suddenly not obscured by water.
But I have to. I
You want to see Gary Oldman's normal-sized, not at all impressive penis?
have to imagine this has to be on the shelf.
It was
Like
the hairstyle down there, dude. It was covering it up.
this is on the shelf next to Labyrinth, and like women of a certain age, like this is what awakened my sexuality.
Yeah, I watched this for a book report, and suddenly I was a woman.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she sees
You're
Gary.
talking about...
So anyway, she is all aflutter by what she sees because, of course, if you were going to ask women, well, name an Adonis, they would say Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Maybe
His
it's
face looks kind of like a skull covered in skin.
maybe it's his paleness, maybe it's the fleshiness around the middle, but she is
Future
struck dumb.
Commissioner Gordon. That's what I like. All right.
However, Elliot loves this movie we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's great. A handsome stranger comes along to help her, and by handsome I mean not, and by stranger I mean Gary Oldman.
The guy she was just looking at.
The guy
take a
whose
bath.
whose junk she
I mean,
was
he was
just.
still wet from the bath. It had to have been the same day.
I like
Unless
that
he
you say
bathed all day
bath.
long. He said he was bathing.
He was bathing in a stream. It wasn't a bath.
Same shit,
he didn't have
right?
a rubber ducky and a loofah. Is that Nick Nolte who played Beethoven in Immortal
No,
Beloved?
it was like was it
Gary Oldman.
Oldman? Yeah,
It's Gary Oldman. Oh, well.
of Scarlet Letter fame.
That's what he's best known for.
Yeah, the guy that to this day defends his handsomeness.
Yeah, and
He's
his
a
large
good-looking
penis
fella.
size.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying anything about his penis, but it's flaccid. We can't make a really good.
And he was in
judgment about
cold
it.
water. He was swimming in cold water.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let's be fair.
You're right. I'm sorry, Gary Oldman.
Fair is fair.
I can only say, Gary Oldman, I invite
In the words
you,
of the Legend of Billie Jean, fair is fair.
I invite you to come here and show us your penis to prove
Fully erect.
fully erect. To show
One of us will fluff it.
Not me.
Of your choice. No,
Choose
Gary
Dan.
Oldman.
He's just gonna fucking pick me then. Don't let him
Because
choose.
you know your way around it. Anyway, so unfortunately, Marmaduke defeats Bosco the charisma. Now, anyway, we're barely into this stupid movie that has almost no plot. But so they get fired from their job after he gives an impertinent presentation to Gary Oldman about a product that they were working on. But
It was shots of Gary Oldman naked in the Scarlet Letter was the presentation.
it was
Sure.
called.
Like, look at that.
It was called.
Yeah,
it was,
check
that
it was
out.
looking for funding for a Hall of Fame of little penises. a not impressively sized penis Hall of Fame. Exhibit 1, Gary Oldman in the Scarlet Letter. Exhibit 2, Dan McCoy in these pictures that I took.
What? But look, I was not aroused. I don't think I'm getting a full impression of what
Don't
I'm
worry, Dan.
capable
It's
of.
probably forced perspective,
I
like in
can,
The Hobbit when they
I
shoot
can
all those
change, guys.
penises.
It's a good point. I shot it in forced perspective and used computers to make it look small. So that a penis the size of John Rhys Davies instead looked like a midget. Anyway, so they...